Let's talk some Cy Young winners, starting with your AL Cy Young winner. Who you got?
My AL Cy Young Award winner is Framber Valdez. Framber Valdez now steps in as the ace of the staff for what is right now the best team in the American League, which holds weight as well. Because, I'm not a huge pitcher needs wins to win the award, but we all know the baseball writers, and they still like the win stat a lot. So he's going to rack up the wins just because his team is very good. He's now taking over the ace of that staff, where it was Justin last year. But if it wasn't for Justin, we're legitimately talking about Framber as perhaps winning the Cy Young Award. He's the number 2 in that rotation. He had that consecutive quality start streak that broke the all-time record for consecutive quality starts in a season. He had a 2.82 ERA last year and over 200 innings. This guy's a workhorse. He's been ready for this job. Now he has it. The ace of the staff for the Houston Astros. I don't think he turns it away. I don't think he looks back. I think he has a dominant year and wins the Cy Young Award.
That is a hot take, considering Vegas gives him the 12th best odds to win the AL Cy Young. It's interesting because you got Jacob deGrom, obviously, on a new team. Shohei Ohtani's in the top 5, who I know is your favorite player, one of your favorite players. Alek Manoah, who's also a favorite. Why do you see him finishing above guys like that?
Yeah, I think when I look at this, one, it's very hard to have a Cy Young winner on a team that's not great, right? So let's start there. And to win a Cy Young on a not great team, you have to have a year like Sandy Alcantara did last year, which was just lights out and the clear best pitcher in the league. So I think Framber's being undervalued here. And you mentioned the odds for him to win. I think that's ridiculous. And I think, he was a number 2 in rotation. All the other guys that are ahead of him are probably aces of staffs, right? Garrett Cole, Alek Manoah, Dylan Cease, Shohei Ohtani. But Framber Valdez has been extremely undervalued in the general public eye, I think, because he hasn't been the ace of a staff yet. I like him a lot. I like the way he's grown. We saw him in the playoffs just dominate. And I know this might be a little against the grain pick here, because those names I did mention are the more popular picks. But look, he proved to me last year that he can go out there over 30 times a year, which is huge. When you start missing starts or missing chunks of time, you're going to be in trouble. And that's kind of one thing with Shohei. Look, I would love for him to win the award, but what we've seen from him in the past couple of years, and maybe this will change this year, but Shohei's on an every 6th day rotation, right? He's not pitching every 5th day, which at the end of the year, we see him having a few less starts than those other aces of the staff. So will we see that this year? Will he be back to a 5-man rotation? I'm not quite sure. But Framber Valdez has shown now that he's a workhorse. He can get it done. He can get it done in the playoffs, which I know that doesn't matter for voting, but he's done it on the biggest stage, and I like him this year to be the best pitcher in the American League.
All right, let's switch over to the other side. Who's your NL Cy Young winner?
NL Cy Young winner. I love this guy, and not love as in like family blood love, because that could have been a guy I picked, but love as in Spencer Strider. I love what this guy brings to the mound. Look, let's just start with last year, right? He was not in the starting rotation all year. He wasn't in the starting rotation for the full year, I should say. And he came up and was dominant. The fastest pitcher in Major League Baseball history to 200 strikeouts in a season, passing Randy Johnson. Think about that. Fastest pitcher in history. In his rookie year, he did this to 200 strikeouts, passing Randy Johnson, who's considered one of the best pitchers of all time and one of the best strikeout artists that the game has ever seen. Ended up with a 2.67 ERA, 202 strikeouts in only 131 and 2/3 innings. Now we get to see him, hopefully, over the course of a full season. Injuries aside, we get him out there in the rotation, leading that staff. I love what he brings to the table. His stuff is amongst the best in the game of baseball. Spencer Strider is my guy this year. I'm all in on his hype train and what he brought last year. Spencer Strider for me, NL Cy Young Award winner.
Ben, we might need to have a little family meeting here. I don't know if your brother has been listening to these episodes. I told you last time when we were doing our division previews that I was shocked and I was shook They didn't pick him just for his division, the Cy Young winner, but now you're not picking him for the entire league Cy Young winner. He actually has better odds. He's the third best odds over Strider, who has a fifth best odds to win the NL Cy Young. Plus, your brother's the reigning AL Cy Young winner. New team, new league, new reason to crush it. I'm going to be your family supporter this year, and I'll let you, venture outside of the family ties.
To be fair, Alex, if I picked Spencer Strider to win the NL East Cy Young, which isn't officially a thing, I obviously have to pick him to win the whole National League Cy Young Award, which is actually an award. Now, look, yes, Justin is in that division now. Would I love for him to win it? Absolutely. And I think he has just as good of a chance. I'm super excited to watch him pitch in a new uniform. I just think if Spencer Strider, look, 131 innings and 202 strikeouts. I'm not saying Spencer Strider is going to throw 200 innings this year, but let's say he does. I think that's probably an attainable goal, 180 to 200 innings.
Okay.
We're talking about this guy striking out over 250, 260 batters in his first full season. That's insane. I'm all in on Spencer Strider.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.